Bring the mega death.
Some lives.
Victory above all.
And my mic was muted. So, my mic was muted. Thank you, Lol Dotasotus, for pointing that out. Sorry, 11:15 game. A little bit of a late start for yours truly, but I am here to cast HOTS. I am a hot casting motherfucking machine. Love the ET. So just to share what I said earlier, love the ETC first pick. Love the Vala Morales counter. Love the Greymane. Stukov is a bit of an interesting choice for me. Stukov is a bit of an interesting choice. I maybe expect to see a second support. I mean, double support is not exactly rare in the current meta. But there's the Arthas. Gonna limit Greymane's dive. Ariel is banned out. We have the single target healer. Do we grab an AoE healer that can Rhaegar? We're going to see Alarak. Now, Alarak is absolutely fantastic at defending. Really, really solid at defending the Immortal. Valera, what the fuck am I watching here? Valera coming out. Wow. Valera is... I don't even know what to make. I'm going to be honest. I have never played a game on Valera. I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but it just hasn't happened. Valera Tehran. Alright, well, the blow-up potential is absolutely there. I mean, my goodness, the blow-up. I expect Stukov to initiate with pop and pustules. I expect Stukov to initiate with pop and pustules. I then expect to have, like, an ETC power slide with the huge follow-up from Greymane into... yeah. I have... And there's the Brightwing. I like the pick. You have the Emerald Wind for the disengage, or... You know, you have the polymorph. This is an interesting draft. We have a hardcore dive versus a strong defender and kind of burn comp. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. Edward Torres sucks as probably the safer comp, but we'll see. I've been seeing ODG do some good engage, but we'll come back right after the break and see where we are. Alright, and we are back here on the battlefield of eternity. Bet you thought I was gonna forget to switch the screen, motherfucker. We are gonna have Edward Torres, who sucks, on Arthas. Ibtings on Vala. Thonglong on the Brightwing. I've seen his Brightwing. Pretty dank. That Kitty gonna be on Alarak, and Arya gonna be on Morales. Greymane gonna be played by Soromir. We're gonna have ISO Sneaky being ISO Sneaky on the Vala. We're gonna have Kooks playing ETC, Calamity Cat going to be playing the Stukov, and Crosby gonna be on Tehran. Now, no level 1 picked up by Stukov. I'm gonna be interested to see if he goes that build Crosby talked about. But, early rotation, Valero. Thinking of a little tasty Brightwing. Nom 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 nom. Brightwing. Heading up to the bush. Super safe. Soromir totally didn't see that. ISO Sneaky. Get it. Get it. Meanwhile, on bottom, though, it is a 4v3, and Kook's actually taking quite a bit of damage. Now, Stukov does have good throughput recovery healing. T-Tors, as ISO Sneaky is in fact Sneaky. T-Tors again! We're 0 for 2, boys. We're 0 for 2. There's the pop and pustules. So this is something that ODG likes. They like to go popping pustules into just a lot of control. And it really does provide a lot of control. And there's the Lunar Flare. ISO Sneaky getting onto Ibtings. ISO Sneaky making the plays at the moment. Alarak coming with the telekinesis combo. ISO Sneaky gonna get rooted. Valera, ooh, good silence to slow the death. Doesn't prevent it, but now Edward Torres, a little bit of a misplay. Face melt interrupts the Lunar Flare. Calamity Cat, a little bit low on the backside. And the issue with using those pustules to build popping pustules is you're gonna lose some healing early in the game. But once one good spread comes up, it's gonna be pretty good, I think. I'm gonna be honest, Dr. Frozzy. I actually can like the popping pustules in the right situation, especially into a heavy auto attack build, and I think it's going to give ETC a lot of engage potential. They're giving up a lot in the way of sustain to go into that, or at least zoning potential. You know, because you don't typically go into target excision, for example. But I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be interesting to see. As both teams kind of soaking respective lanes. We have Alarak soaking the bot. Brightwing, though, getting the soak on top, so slight XP lead over to Edward Torres sucks. And Edward Torres going to get isolated by the ETC. There's the Lunar Flare. Alarak telekinesis combo. Big root. ETC taking an absolute ton of damage. But now the turnaround's onto Edward Torres, who might be a bit overextended. Brightwing going to come in. Huge silence there from Alarak. And actually the first kill is going to be on that Valera with the Peekaboo. Brightwing gonna do a little bit of scouting here with that Peekaboo. Once again, Static Kitty landing that combo. We are seeing the reduced cooldowns on high health, as well as Chaos Reigns quests. So, did that already finish? That already finished. Chaos Reigns is done.
I must find another way.
Oh boy, Chaos Reigns is absolutely done. Wow. But first half of the Immortal going over to ETS. Now ODG forced to invade. Stun onto Arca, but Alarak there defending his healer. But with the silence, Morales does go down pretty quick. Gonna be potential. It's still a heavy workload to pull here. It's about 25% versus nearly 100. Alarak splitting off the bot lane just to get the soak. Brightwing starting to do some poke, but there comes ISO Sneaky onto that Brightwing, landing the combo so well. With the Hunter's Mark, they secure the kill. This blow-up is absolutely there. And sorry, it wasn't popping pustules, it was Fetid Touch. I thought it was popping pustules. My bad. It was not. I don't know why I thought it was. But once again, a huge blow-up comp on Alarak. They are working this combo. Stun into Lunar Flare Hunter's Mark with the follow-up. So well. But despite all the pickoffs, and despite the XP lead, Morales going to town with those grenades. Who needs Junkrat? We already got Morales in the game, boys. As Calamity Cat now going to get chased and going to go down. And Immortal coming in, not a huge amount of shields. It was a good defense by ODG to limit the shielding substantially. That said, with a couple good pickoffs, especially on that Stukov, it is going to allow the wall to go down really without incident. Arthas a little bit forward, taking the Hunter's Mark, already choked down quite a bit. But ETC, in fact, going to be the first to fall. Ibting's going to town with this Vala. Lunar Flare comes in, hits 2, silence onto Arthas. Looks like this fort will go down, though. And that's a big win. Big win for ETS this early in the game, giving them a level lead. And in comes Brightwing, seeing the Shadow. Good combo once again, and it's just absolutely chunking. We are seeing, of course, the bigger telekinesis as well. Now, Stukov hasn't picked level 7 yet, is going into that vigorous reuptake, so trying to get that big burst healing to help deal with this combo. Or to help deal with the burst from Alarak, potentially. Alarak, though, now finding himself a Valera. Valera is going to go down to Ibtings after Alarak sets it up. Vala now going to finish off ETC as well. Big Root, Discord Strike, and Vala going to collect Greymane, and Stukov goes down. My goodness, 4 kills. That was just absolutely brutal. ETS on the warpath. They're going to pick up this fort. They're going to get level 10. My goodness. ETS, boy, they now that they have that Peekaboo, they're disabling Valera, and even though ODG has gotten picks, ETS is just dominating. They're pushing all the way up to keep wall. They have a 2-level lead, almost a 3-level lead, in fact. Ooh, Alarak, though, deadly charges. Whoopsie daisy. That was perhaps a touch too far. Oops. Iptings, though, trying to turn around on the Kooks. Looking picked up, but there's the stun combo. Morales gonna go down. And now these are some turnaround kills here, despite level 10. Now, we are seeing Medevac. Medevac and Emerald Wind. And Medevac might be being used as a glorified ice block here. But that is interesting to me. But with the pickoffs, we are going to see a big lead go over here with Crosby Easton stun to ODG on this second Immortal. Now, if they can win this second Immortal despite being down level 10s, that's going to be huge because this next Immortal could really be devastating to them if they don't have level 10s. Already seeing some side soak happen. Kooks and Calamity Cat coming into the defend. There's Static Kitty with that combo, just chunking so much damage. Vala probably going to be able to finish off Kooks here. No, Kooks somehow still alive. Emerald Wind going to disengage Calamity Cat. Calamity Cat going to go down to a Discord Strike. Right wing hitting down. Oh, Arya's in a bad spot. Arya going to be able to get away there temporarily with the help of that Brightwing. ISO Sneaky trying to get onto Thon Long, but Edward Torres coming up to help save. ISO Sneaky gonna go down. 4 kills once again for ETS. They are just dominating these team fights at the moment. Greymane had to go back. This is going to be about a half-shielded Immortal over to ETS. Now, level 10s should get trickled in, and in fact, there they are. Let's see, we have the Starfall, we have the Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb! As Archer would say, go for the throat. Rather than Curse Bullet, which makes all the sense in the world to try to just get that extra block. Flailing Swipe and Mosh Pit. Now, as far as Mosh Pit, it's going to be difficult. There's the Alarak, there's the Brightwing, there's the Morales, and there's the Vala. But any temporary distraction, however short, is going to be enough for this kill combo to come in. But there's the Syndragosa. Shutting down the key. Rain of Vengeance misses Greymane over the wall, and Morales gonna be the first to die once again to this combo. Flailing Swipe trying to get Kooks out of there. Valera in a little bit of an awkward position. Deadly Charge comes in. Stukov and Valera go down to that Deadly Charge. So despite the first kill, Brightwing's sustaining team out. Now Kooks is gonna go down. Once again, a 4 for nothing. And this is keep, and this might even be game. It's very, very short death timers. Already 4 seconds for Stukov, 5 seconds for Valera. Immortal, somewhat healthy. They do have a Vala, so they have potential to really get a lot of value. But they could always just try to medevac out. Ooh, great Discord Strike onto that Greymane. Let's slow down engage. ISO Sneaky trying to get in onto that Valera. Arya using the medevac to get back into this fight. They're on the core. It's down to 25. It's down to 24, 23, 22. But not gonna fall here. 20% on the core as the front line is down. Ipting's on the full retreat. Brightwing trying to Z in, gets the face shield off. No interrupt. Power slide was a little bit late. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get out of there. If they can keep Vala alive, this is a big one. Vala does finish that Hungering Arrow quest. Valera stuck behind. Big power slide on the Morales. Trying to get it. The Mosh, but it gets interrupted. And Kooks goes down on the chase. Don Lung going to survive Greymane's turnaround. ISO Sneaky gonna try to get some damage. Iptings is so low, but Lunar Flare and Silence miss. As the Owl fails to get the connection. The Chaos Reigns was finished, what, 2 minutes into this game? And let's take a look at the damage and see how it's paid off. As Vala has 44k damage. Alarak has 31. The top players on the side of ODG have 27. Going back to talents now. We're seeing that second opinion come out from Morales. As I said, who needs Junkrat? You got Morales. Morales is basically a Junkrat who heals. Mortal Face coming in, 12. Gonna probably trickle into 13. Tron gonna come down, soak a couple minions. But they do have a Bruiser Camp pushing top, along with some catapults. We are gonna see what looks like a disengage to go clear up top. Brightwing in a bad spot, though. Oh, Brightwing was not expecting rotation. Thon Long gonna go down there. That's a big win for the short term for ODG. But this Immortal halftime show gonna be picked up before ETC has time to get in from the looks of it. Oh, there's the Starfall onto Morales with the power slide. Gonna secure the kill. That's both supports down. Ipting's Edward Torres on the retreat. Valera taking a ton of poke damage. Alarak, surprise! Alarak gonna get the kill onto ETC. Oh, Valera finds herself and Alarak, who's gonna telekinesis himself on out of there, but Vala now diving. There comes Iso Sneaky onto Ipting. Ipting's just trying to kite. Brightwing coming in, getting the shield in just in time. There's the polymorph. Valera in a bad spot. Not going to get away from this one. Iso Sneaky is going to be snuffed out there. Edward Torres all over Crosby, trying to get the kill. Great body blocks with the root. Level 16 now picked up. So this Immortal going to get a lot of value, and now it's going to get even more thanks to Crosby as Morales uses the medevac to get on into this fight. We're seeing Brightwing gonna push this catapult in the top. Gotta be a bit careful. Got picked off last time. ETC stuck off down here in the bottom. Greymane gonna poke out Brightwing, but here comes this full shielded Immortal, 16s and the 14s. This is going to be a miraculous defense on the part of ODG, or it's going to be GG. I mean, nothing short of like a 5-man mosh is going to win this. Brightwing getting chased by Iso Sneaky, but now Iso Sneaky having to rotate down to deal with this Immortal. The wall is already down. Big silence with the Discord Strike once again. Long pitch coming out. But Edward Torres gonna come down. Dukov trying to disengage with that flailing swipe. Not gonna be enough. Static Kitty a bit low on the backside, but Soromir's gonna go down. Iso Sneaky just inside of the team of Edward Torres, but probably gonna get back into the Hall of Stars, but it's not gonna be enough. ETS gonna win this game, dominant fashion, but oh my goodness, the number of kills, 26 to 12. What a game. Well, we'll get set up for game number 2, and we will be right back. Alright, once again, we are back here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. This was ODG's map choice. As we head into draft here, Edward Torres gonna have the first ban, gonna have the first pick. See what happens. Garrosh ban, like that ban a lot. This map is very, very rotation heavy. And Garrosh gets a lot of value in those tight rotations. You know, especially with the 4-man. So, yeah. ATC ban, though. We are in a warrior ban meta, apparently. But let's see what the first pick is. Do they go back to the Vala, who can be decently strong on this map? Do we maybe see something like Azul? I doubt we would see that. That's a little bit off the wall. You know, you gotta respect the teamfight potential. Do we see a priority onto the warrior? Maybe something like a Arthas here. I don't know. Stitches can be pretty good on this map. Let's find out. Let's find out what ETS wants to take. As I'm not understanding the shit talking going on in chat. I just fundamentally don't understand it. Morales, gonna be the first pick. So high priority onto that Morales. Despite the pickoffs, it really worked out for them. Just making sure that they always were able to get either first kill or just so much disruption with the grenades. That Morales priority is a big deal. But what's the counter now? You want to try to get some dive, or you just maybe want to try to outwave clear the enemy team? See what picks are taken. We do have the Uther and the Vala, so trying to deny that Vala from Ibtings. I like the call. You have Uther, who can enable Vala well. Obviously, this almost certainly indicates a double support, as it's rare to see just an Uther with a Vala. It's not something that I particularly care for myself, although I am a Division B pleb, and I got picked off 5 times tonight on map 2 of our match, so I'm pretty much a shit player. But at least I'm honest about it. I'm very, very self-aware. So how do you counter this Uther Vala? Do you maybe go into something like a Lunara here? Might be a bit early for that. There's still some good warriors on the table. Arthas can be pretty strong against the Vala, although the root can give Guardian of the Ancient Kings value. We maybe see that second support picked up. We'll find out here in 3 seconds. They're gonna lock the Sonya and the Lunara. Okay, so we do see Sonya for the solo lane. Very strong solo laner. Only a couple matchups that she loses. And even then, she doesn't lose any matchup hard. And you can play, if you can outplay your solo laner, she can basically win any. And then the Lunara pick, we're going to see him in a Nubarak ban hover. Anytime you're in a Vala comp, you can expect Vala to be like a hyper carry, and kind of a double warrior, double support type situation. So a Nubarak is a good ban. Just because if Vala gets cocooned, the fight starts going really, really bad, really, really fast. ODG thinking about it. Haven't committed to it yet, but I do like the choice. Just to deny that pick. Now, if they would want it, they might want to not ban it. And in fact, it looks like they're going to ban the Arthas. To me, this screams we're going to take an Uberak. Because they're likely to see a similar double support, double warrior on the other side. That suggests to me they want an Uberak. But who do they pair with that? What warrior do they pair with that in the solo lane? What support do they pair with that? I'll be very interested to see the solo laner for ODG. Gonna have to contend with Sonya, as my frame rate is just dropping through the floor. What is going on here? The frame rate is like dropping into the teens randomly. That is rather bizarre, we'll say. We do see the Mythale ban, so already, you know, heading towards a double warrior, especially with the Sonya. I love the ban. I think it's great. Also, the ability to dive the backline onto the Morales. You know, Morales is great at single target support. That Tormented Souls can get a lot of poison onto a lot of people and really make Morales' life hell. And overall, just the strong melee assassin. But that suggests that they scouted something that wasn't double support, double warrior Vala. Which is doable. And it's a strong solo laner into Sonya. That's one of the matchups Sonya can lose. So I think it's a great ban. Very good ban. We see the Ariel. So that's going to be your support combo, and then Artanis. Artanis. That's an interesting one. You know, there's swap potential onto Morales or Lunara, which could secure a pretty fast kill. But, that is very, very interesting to me. We have a Joanna counter and the Nazebo, so we're going to see a post-20 Nazebo. Definitely playing for level 20, but this is a solo support Morales. Now it can work, but a good swap onto that backline could do a lot of wonders. I really like the draft. It is very, very, you know, committed to just giving tons of chaos, especially post 20. It's going to scale super late. And there's the Diablo. Try to get a little bit of dive onto that backline. So, very interesting draft. But we are seeing some costume swaps. Looks like people swapping around heroes. Plebskin Nazebo. Oh no. But we will catch you back on the other side of the loading screen. We will be right back. Alright, and we are back here on the Nexus Gaming Series. Game number 2 between ODG and ETS. And on the side of ODG, blue corner, we're going to have Crosby on Angry Cloud Uther. Kook's going to be on Diablo. Calamity Cat going to be playing that Ariel. ISO Sneaky, going to be a little bit less sneaky on Vala. Soramir going to be on that Artanis. Over in the red corner, ODG, Ibting is going to be on the Sonya. Arya, once again on Morales. Static Kitty on Lunara. Thong Long, going to be on Joanna. And Edward Torres, slowing his minions down. I like this. Using the zombie wall creatively. Just trying to slow these minions down as much as he can with body blocks. There's one little minion that got a little bit ahead. Focusing his attention there. But look at that minion slow. Mmm, tasty. And another good zombie wall just to secure the minions coming all the way under their wall. I like that play just to try to get a bit ahead into these rotations. But a good swap onto Edward Torres into a Diablo throw is going to punish that. Sonya, though, all the way down in bottom, has already pushed minions up towards the wall. As the rotations get started, Kooks, though, already looking to be aggressive here. Grenade comes in, huge amount of separation, though. Condemn, trying to give Lunara a chance to make plays. ISO Sneaky taking just an absolute ton of poison damage. With that double support, gonna be pretty okay. And actually, in the rotation now, we are seeing a little bit of a lead onto ODG. Edward Torres was down here soaking on the Nazebo as we take a look at the level 1 talents here. Tons of poison damage coming out. Good aerial whip stun onto Joanna there. Kooks taking just so much poison damage, but this double support gonna do work. Joanna gets separated under the towers, has to blow the Iron Skin. Keep an eye down here. Ipting's currently winning, has the better self-sustain overall. Try to keep an eye on that lane as we can. But rotation's going fairly well on the side of ETS. Gonna try to get that Nazebo stacked up. Already up to 25. Not bad this early in the game. Not bad at all. And wow, just really, with this Joanna, really just good work being done by ETS on these waves. But a gank attempt coming down onto Sonya with the Diablo. Ipting's gonna survive it. Level 4 is being picked up by both teams. Rotational advantage still favoring ETS. ISO Sneaky getting aggressive, trying to make some plays. Trying to get some chunk out. Joanna gonna eat a Hammer of Justice. But Kooks in a pretty bad spot at the moment. Shadow Charges manages to get out of there. Breaks out quite nicely against that Joanna. Sonya, though, meanwhile, taking that lane advantage, just gonna go ahead and take the Siege Giants. Artanis, probably aware it's happening, doesn't really think they can stop it. No, Artanis does sniff it out. Gonna check with the Lunara rotation. No one from ODG rotated, so this is gonna be Siege Camp. Very early Siege Camp, going over. I don't want to say very early, but still a pretty early Siege Camp. Going over to ETS. Both teams just haphazardly so in the lane now. We do see a rotation for Crosby coming down, trying to heal up Thoromir, trying to help out with this lane, but it's just allowing so much in the way of minion damage. Power ammo drain on the side of ETS. Draining that ammo very, very well. Frogs coming in. Vala getting away with 2017 6. Oh, the poison damage finally ticks. My goodness. What a job, Static Kitty. It was like just like dropping a little bit each time, and then finally that last little bit of poison, the very last tick, gets Vala down. And already a big experience lead. Level 7's now being picked up outside of ODG. We are seeing neither a Spider nor a Toadbill on the side of Nazebo yet. But Vala going with that auto attack solo later build. And this could be a Web Weaver phase in favor of ETS. And already a lot of tower damage already on the mid wall. Top is low on ammo. Mid and bottom have potential to just get so much value, as there is no ammo really in either place. There's some ammo here on this top wall, but only 2 shots worth. Not gonna get value. And so it, looks like ODG just giving up mid. Not gonna be able to do much with it. Wisp in a good spot to spot out any rotation. Here it comes. Now Diablo charges in, hits Edward Torres against the wall, flips him back into the fort as the rest of the team comes into engage. ISO Sneaky trying to chunk out, but just with the fort down, ETS can be a bit aggressive. Good zombie wall, zoning out Diablo's retreat. Full heal ready, though, for Ariel. But, once again, Static Kitty getting some good poke, as Sonya might even get the bottom fort here. Probably going to need to back out soon. Artanis going to challenge and take out this. But here comes the rotation on to Sonya. I don't see Sonya getting out of this. It's going to be very difficult, especially with that stun into the wall on ETC. There's the flip. That is one dead Barbarian. Or is it? Oh my goodness, the Whirlwind sustain. Sonya finally goes down, but does so much damage in the process. And Nazebo, meanwhile, continuing to build his stacks. Already up to 120. My goodness. 121 stacks as Edward Torres is just doing work. And now, just doing a little bit of goalkeeping, but spiders do come in. Edward Torres needs to back up. Here comes the rotation. ISO Sneaky, gonna sniff it out. Ooh, Edward Torres not the best spot. There's Diablo Charge coming. Nope, gonna escape through that little gap. Good choice on that rotation. And here come the members of ETS. It's gonna be a 5v5 team fight with the level 10s. Blessed Shield, Medevac, Wrath of the Berserker, which is just now blown. There's the Thornwood Vine, Blessed Shield, gonna secure the kill onto Diablo. That is 100 souls, and they are down. Ooh, but Thunlong gonna get swapped back under the tower. Doesn't seem to have the Iron Skin, using the blind to get away. Morales healing up. Gonna keep Thunlong in getting in too much trouble, but there's the Medevac blown. Gets back behind the wall. Meanwhile, Sonya clearing up this minion wave, grabbing gems, making sure that they have a turn-in ready to go. ETS, but there comes the combo onto Ibtings. Ibtings gonna stay alive pretty easily. Static Kitty a bit low in mana, but also doing fine. And that Spider Phase for ETS got two. Got two, forts for ETS, and Nazebo managed to get another half. Basically, just some walls for ODG.
Destroy their constructs. Reclaim the gems of my power.
Unlock starting to do the channel, but there's the swap. That's 29 gems. But Diablo actually bailing out Thornlong a little bit there. D-Shield on the Artanis, trying to make something happen, but Kooks gonna go down on that Diablo once again. That is a full reset. Health bars starting to drop. Thornlong a little bit low. Has the safeguard, but I don't think Thornlong's gonna get it. Arya gonna try to pick these gems up. Does manage to get them. A little bit of a chase from Vala. Grenade trying to peel out. Sonya now starting to channel in the turn-in on bot. Both teams do have a turn-in ready, so it's gonna come down to defending. Without that Joan, it's going to be a bit harder, but Thornwood Vine just doing an absolute ton of damage. Just keep an ISO Sneaky in the sight. Keep poking, keep throwing that poison out. Gotta watch the swap, though, now. A little bit awkward of a positioning. Ibtings looking for the Ancient Spear over the wall into the bulk of this team. Doesn't really see something they like. Now, Morales going to get charged by Diablo. There's the flip. Arya in a lot of trouble. Swap. Putting Morales in a bit of a bad spot. Medevac going to be used as a makeshift ice block with the zombie wall to help protect, as now Soramir gets turned on. Artanis is going to go down. Another kill for ETS, and they're not done yet. They chase. They find themselves an Ariel, and they're going to rotate in and take this bruiser camp and just generate even more pressure on the mid, and that's going to give them time to get a turn-in with mid and bottom already pushed in. It's a very, very good situation for ETS. Nazebo continuing to build those stacks. He is well over the 150 mark at this point. But Diablo going in for the flank, finds Lunara, charges into the wall. There's the follow-up stun. APOC gonna secure the kill. Now full retreat. Arya getting an ISO Sneaky all over him. Heal's going to keep everyone up. Kooks is a bit low. As the turnaround damage starts to come from this Nazebo, the poison damage with the Ancient Spear is just absolutely unreal. Sonya, though, now in a little bit of an awkward spot. Thunlong also trying to retreat, blowing the Iron Spin. Crippling Hammer, trying to get some damage back on the turnaround. Health bars are very, very low on the side of ODG, but there isn't really the easy kill potential without that Lunara. The turn-in delayed a little bit longer. Still 55 gems. Ooh, Crosby. Bad spot. Tings on the chase. Gonna get away, though, is Crosby. Or, ooh, Crosby is being... Sonya might sniff it out. Didn't see it. Or just wanted to let it go. One of the two. I imagine just didn't see it on vision. But, yeah, this is going to be a pretty healthy spider wave. Bottom lane's the only one not pushed in. Joanna doing a good job pushing this lane up into that Vala. Level 15 to 12 now. ETS looking strong. Looking very strong on this bat. Trying to secure that 2-0 victory. Get those 3 points in the standings.
My web weavers slaughter the blue team.
Here come the web weavers, though. Poison damage coming in, great engage. Once again, the Ancient Spear doing so much chunk. Divine Shield has to be blown early in this fight to save Vala from just all of that poison damage. But ETS isn't done yet. Lunara just getting so much poke value here. Yeah, Sonya, Ancient Spear's in. We do have that second opinion from... Ooh, but APOC gonna separate out the members a bit. Gone long, a little bit low. Has that safeguard. Kooks gonna get the Aegis, trying to get the turnaround, but Sonya gonna help secure the finish with the Lunara immediately outside the Aegis. Crosby running for his little Uther life. Calamity Cat has a Lunara all over her. This keep is gonna go down. Ibting's now underneath the core, trying to retreat, needs some healing. Arya a little bit low, but gonna keep Ibting's up and alive. And now with the Web Weaver on bottom, we're going to see ETS rotate straight in this, try to get double keep here. Remember, they haven't even lost a fort yet, and they're looking at taking down the second keep, and in fact they do. And top keep actually taking damage. And now starting to think maybe about core. This could be a delay. Oh, but with the pick on Vala, this could be the end of the game as Vala gets absolutely deleted. Sonya now on the core, has the blind, has to back off a bit, trying to whirlwind up some healing. A lot of poke damage coming out. Edward Torres in a little bit of an awkward spot. Uses the zombie wall with the ice block, trying to get the disengage. 4v5 fight, but it's starting to work for ODG a bit, although Sormir taking so much damage from that Zebo. Aegis comes out onto Kooks, but the turnaround kill onto both Uther and Diablo could spell the end of the video game. Ancient Spear once again going to be used, not going to get the finish. Vala comes in, going to start trying to chunk damage. Core is down to 50. Strafe doing some good work here, but Lunara getting some good trade damage, and you do have that Sonya. Has the core down to 40. Turn to turn, they get the delete onto Ariel. We're not going to have Diablo and Uther up for another 4 seconds, and Vala is mighty squishy. There's the grenade separation. They think about turning and killing Vala, but ETS going to get the 2-0 victory. Very quick win, 4-level win. Very strong game by Edward Torres. So we'll be back in a bit. I'm going to see if I can get a brief post-game interview, and we will find out. 1 second. All right, and we are joined here by Ari, and I, looking at your name in Discord, God help me, I have no idea.
It's Dan Long. Just call me Dan Long. It's fine.
Okay, then long, got it. All right. So, great games there. Pretty dominant showing, especially on map 2. Did this series go as you expected, or did it go better than you guys expected? Kind of, what were your expectations coming in?
Well, we've lost like almost every game before this, so it's quite surprising that we beat anyone.
No.
The opponents kind of made some mistakes in drafting. I think that's what led to us winning.
Yep, and sorry, I have an incorrect logo up. Yeah, it was, there were some interesting draft choices from ODG on in map 1 especially, where we had Tehran, Stukov, Valera, which I don't think I've seen a Valera in a while. Trying to initiate those blow-ups. So kind of walk me through how you addressed that.
So they went for like a burst comp, which is really bad against Morales Brightwing. Brightwing gives spell armor. Morales has like just straight armor. So basically their whole plan was to just pick someone and then kill them. And that didn't work because we had so much...
No, that did work. Morales died 4 times.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I mean, they managed to pick. Yeah, they picked off Morales a few times. They had a lot of kills in that game. I think it was like 13 to 26 or something like that. It was insane.
You pick off Morales, and then meanwhile, like...
Your whole team dies.
Yeah, and the damage you put into Morales that's getting mitigated by the armor plus Brightwing stuff, like, it's just not worth it. Meanwhile, you have a hyper carry Vala doing DPS. You have fucking Alarak. Oh, my bad.
Yay, that's a bad word.
So
you have Alarak.
Alarak finished Chaos Reigns in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, they grouped up for an early fight.
Yeah, that was a telling sign that finished so quick. So heading into the second game, I mean, you guys clearly had a comp that you liked. I think you have to give a feels bad man though that Nazeebo never hit his 20 spike.
Yeah, you saw how many stacks he had though. Like we basically
he
just
at like 200 stacks.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We basically picked a late game comp, right? So that means they have to like initiate and like do something. When they didn't do anything, yeah, when they literally did not do anything, and they didn't even draft good wave clear. They just basically threw away the game, because if you don't have wave clear, you can't like pick fights.
Right.
If you
get behind the rotations on that map, and it hurts, man. It's a feels bad, man. They had to go for some attempted pickoffs onto Sonya, which seemed to be very well communicated by you guys, because Sonya, I believe, never died in that game. Let me check.
She died once too. Yeah, but we got a lot of value. We got 2 waves of value.
They gave up Soak in the other 2 lanes to go get a Sonya.
Yeah, it was it was very, very well played. But I guess heading into the kind of the latter half of the season, we're now kind of starting the playoff picture starting to take shape as I pull up the standings, because I don't memorize them.
I don't want to know. We're really far at the bottom.
I won't